Hey, Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. I hope you are feeling well and doing well. I'm feeling good, I'm doing good, and you know I got a great topic for you. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. We welcome you with open arms on this channel. We heal, we elevate, we grow, and we work on being better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. Ooh. It's heating up, so fam. You know I got a great topic for you. Let's get into some things, okay, so fam? Let's speak on pain, and let's speak on not letting pain in. What is pain? What is pain? We know it hurts, right? But what is it? What is it that is causing it to hurt and slow us down and stop us from doing great things? All right, so fam. So my definition of pain is thoughts and words, thoughts and conversations that has came into our life and made us believe things that may not necessarily be true. So for instance, having negative thoughts on not being worthy, having negative thoughts on being less than, having negative thoughts being different, right? Not being accepted, not being loved, not being valued. All of this negativity that doesn't truly define who we are. When you think about who you are, you think about the good things that you do, your intentions, your characteristics, your future goals, right? What you're doing to get to your next steps and things like that. So we have to learn how to identify pain when we see it. So we have to learn how to identify pain when we see it, even when it comes later on. So sometimes we'll meet someone and they're not showing their pain. They're showing their great best self. They have on their mask. They are just like, hey, let's be friends. And not to say that people are intentionally trying to come in. Sometimes, so fam, people don't know that they have this pain within them. People have become so accustomed to their pain that it's just who they are at a time, you know? So they just adjusted to that hurt side of them and don't think anyone is intentionally trying to come in and destroy you and break you down. And don't even get into that. Don't even get into that thought process, okay? The most you can do is control your actions and your reactions. And so one great way to do that is just to understand where someone else is coming from and knowing how to respond, knowing how to react, knowing when to cut someone off, knowing when to let someone know, hey, you're out of line. Hey, that's not nice. Hey, you're hurting me. Hey, you're hurting my feelings. You know, hey, let's be more peaceful. Let's have better discussions. All right, so fam. So when you think about pain, you think about just all the negativity that falls with it, the complaining, the negative conversation overall, right? So what's a negative conversation, so fam? Something that's not uplifting you, something that's draining you, when you're feeling drained and worn out, when you feel like you have to put someone else down so that you can feel, you know, better about yourself. So people will do this when you're having small conversation and you'll see people walk by. This is a great example, so fam. Say you're hanging with your friend, right? You guys go out for Starbucks coffee, or you go get some Chipotle and you're hanging out, right? And you're having a conversation, and then someone may walk in and cause a scene, right? Someone may walk in and may have their hair looking horrible. Someone may walk in and may be arguing with their friend. You know, it depends on where you're at. But somebody will come in and cause a little distraction. So now you're sitting with your friend, you're drinking your coffee, you're having a great time, and you and your friend look over at the distraction. So when you see the distraction, you're gonna start conversating about it. Or maybe you'll make some facial expressions. You know, you'll start to engage into what's happening on the scene, right? So if you and your friend are sitting there and say you have someone and their hair is just a mess, they walking through, they got, you know, their feet ain't where it's supposed to be, and maybe they even have a smell to them. So you sitting there like, what is happening here? So you and your friends, say you guys start speaking about it and you start having a conversation, and if your friend is someone that's like, oh my goodness, look at that, and just dragging it on, we know that person is already struggling, but to continue to put someone down when they already down serves us no purpose. So when that situations like that happen, and not to say necessarily when you are in a restaurant particularly, right? But when it comes to speaking about other people and friends and family and having them in conversation, you always want to just have positive things to say. We can sit around and have negative things to say about everything and everyone because none of us are perfect. And to sit around and put someone else down when they are really struggling, it does say a lot about the person, because it shows, where's your companion? Where's your empathy? Where's your, you gotta just, if you're not solving the problem, you're adding to the problem. So don't be sucked in to someone that's always adding to the problem, adding fuel to the fire. Okay? Great way to not add fuel to the fire is say, just things will get better. We all have our moment. It sounds cliche, so fam, but trust me, it sparks better positive ideas out of you. So when you start saying we all have our moment, it shows we all gonna be there, and maybe you've been there and you just have that understanding that everything is not always glitz and glam. Everything is not gonna be picture perfect. See, oftentimes we're looking for picture perfect lives in everyone, and that picture perfect Instagram photo do not exist. Not in real life, not in the reality. In the reality, you're gonna have a few hairs out of place. In reality, you're not always gonna have lip gloss on. In reality, you might even sweat, right? Some of us, we sweat. So we have to be realistic when it comes to making friendships, being understanding, avoiding or deflecting negative energy to go back to where it comes from, because later on it'll start to fester in your life. When you spend that time producing negative thoughts and painful reactions, it's going to continue to feed on you. Because now you just sit there and say, look at this and look at that and look at that. Right? You done produced all that and gave that out. It's going to come right back around. You're going to be sitting home all alone, and it's going to be coming through on your phone. You won't be sitting there starting to complain about things in your life when everything is probably as perfect as it could be. It's probably as perfect as it can be. We can have more blessings than we know, but if we're stuck looking at the painful or the negative side of things, we're going to be stuck right in that place. We're going to be stuck. We're going to be stuck. Ooh. And we're not trying to be stuck, so fam. We're trying to grow. We're trying to elevate. We're trying to work on being better versions of ourselves than we were yesterday. And in order to do that, we got to start making some changes and some shifts. A great way to stop pain within yourself, where maybe someone has already put it in you and maybe you're stuck in some pain. A great way to stop it is to stop believing the negative thoughts, so fam. Stop believing all the hurtful things people had thrown at you. And this is easier said than done, because oftentimes, so fam, it's been years and years of pain that we have endured. And so it is harder to just not believe it one day. It's in us. It's been threaded through our DNA. So yes, it can be hard to just stop believing the pain, but this is where you have to ask for strength. You have to believe in yourself, and you just have to start refeeding yourself more positive thoughts. Maybe get yourself a coach, a therapist, some books, and you want to just fill yourself up with some positivity until you start to believe that positivity. At first, you may not even believe it, so fam. You just saying it, and you just like, none of this is true. But don't stop. Don't let the pain win. Don't let the pain win you over and you sit there and you be exactly what pain has told you you were. And it's easy to believe negativity. That's why the media push it so well. You know, as soon as someone is dead, everyone is like, yeah, someone's dead. It's just negativity. It's just negativity. Because when someone does something great, and someone does something amazing, the media is not letting you know. You be like, oh, such and such got graduated, such and such got a new book, such and such, you know, that stuff isn't pushed. And who knows the who's, the what's, the where's, the why's. All you can do is be more positive with yourself and work on you and focus on you. And as you are filling yourself up with positivity, you're going to start rebuilding yourself from ground up, right? So sometimes we have been running with this pain and producing things, and so then it's okay to want to rebuild, to knock some blocks down and start back up and just have a clear visual, because pain can distort your vision, so fam. Pain can distort your vision. You be sitting there thinking you're fat. You be sitting there thinking you're ugly. You be sitting there thinking you're not enough. All of these painful and hurtful words and thoughts that people have embedded in us are only pulling us down. So we have to get rid of it, stop believing it, and take one step at a time. Sometimes we want to just do everything in one day, and we start to get upset with ourselves, and then we start beating ourselves up. You be like, will it ever end? Will it ever stop? You be like, ooh, right, so fam? So be patient with yourself. Be loving to yourself. Be kind to your spirit. Give your spirit time to renew. Sometimes we don't give our spirit time to catch up, right? We don't give ourselves time to just embrace the moment, embrace the time, and take our time getting there. Let's work twice as hard to stop letting pain in. Let's not be afraid to put it back where it came from. Let's stop letting pain in and taking over our lives. Let's take our lives back. Let's rebuild who we are. And let's start believing more of the positive things that we have inside us. And you'll see how far it'll take you. If you ever want to have a conversation and book a session with me, my details are always below. If you need a good book to read, 77 Pieces of Poetry is available on Amazon, and it'll really heal up some of those wounds that you may have within you. In order to be a part of the Soul Fam, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and apply the knowledge. Apply the knowledge, Soul Fam. Applying the knowledge is key, and you'll start to see things start to shift in your life in a more positive light. All right, Amelia Adair here. Thank you guys for always tuning in, and I'm gonna see you at the next one. Bye for now.